Digital citizenship and cybersecurity, the benefits and dangers of TikTok. Cybersecurity and TikTok. Understanding the basics. Digital citizenship, a term that refers to the responsible, ethical, and safe use of technology. As we navigate the digital age, it's important to understand not only how to engage in online spaces, but also how to protect our privacy and security in these environments. One of the platforms that have gained immense popularity, especially among young people, is TikTok. With its catchy videos and viral trends, TikTok has become a central part of daily life for millions of users. But as we embrace the fun and creativity it offers, we must also be aware of the digital security risks associated with sharing personal information online. What challenges and potential benefits does TikTok present in an educational setting, and how can teachers effectively address its influence to foster a positive learning environment? Digital citizenship in TikTok. When addressing digital citizenship, it's important to acknowledge the potential risks and negatives associated with platforms like TikTok, especially for students. Let's explore how to protect digital security while using platforms like TikTok. Privacy risk. TikTok collects extensive data, including search history, device information, and behavior patterns. This can raise significant concerns about how this data is stored, shared, or potentially misused. Exploitation. Data collected could be used for targeted advertising or sold to third party companies, potentially exposing students to harmful or manipulative marketing. Lack of awareness. Many users, especially younger ones, may not fully understand what data is being collected or how it's being used. Here is a video that talks about data collection being used by TikTok.
Mike, let's just start by asking what is new here and what is the latest?
So there are three key points that emerge in this Justice Department filing, and that was the first detailed response to TikTok's effort to overturn this law that was passed in April and signed by President Joe Biden. It requires the company to be sold by its Chinese owners by January 19th. The government has been on the hook to demonstrate further in court why that's necessary. So there were three key points that really emerge. One, you hit it right at the top, is data collection. The company collects a lot of data on its 170 million users. That includes private messages, viewing habits, even users' location. And that is information that is not adequately walled off from China and from China's government, the government contends. Two, we also see the government raising the flag of censorship. It says that China could step in to exert control over content on the platform, either censoring or promoting different kind of content that could suit its government's interests. And then three, we saw the government take on the whole question of free speech rights that TikTok has been raising as it challenges this law. We're seeing that TikTok is saying this is unfair, but the US government responded saying that, look, free speech rights do not apply when the algorithm and data are being collected and owned by a foreign power. And that is really one of the key issues at hand here.
I mean, Mike, we'll show the TikTok response, but very quickly summarize it for us.
Well, in brief, they are doubling down on their response that this law violates free speech rights, and it also insists that the government has yet to show adequate evidence of this national security threat that lawmakers talked about, that the Justice Department talked about in the briefing filed on Friday. And to be fair to TikTok's point, so much of that filing from late Friday was redacted. So only the judge in the case will see those arguments made on national security grounds because that information remains classified still.
Location tracking. TikTok access to location data could allow for real time tracking of students, increasing risk of stalking or predatory behavior. Those are some of the security risks. Unintentional exposure. Students might unknowingly share location details through videos or profile information, compromising their safety. Geopolitical implications. Concerns have been raised about TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, and its ties to China, creating fears about where location data might be stored or accessed. Here is a video, a small clip of Jose Monkey, where he tries to locate or he does locate people that ask him to find them.
Jose Monkey, come find me.
You asked me to figure out what this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. I like when people send me videos from interesting or unusual places, and guys, this one definitely fits that description. Check it out.
Jose Monkey, come find me. Shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard at all.
So what can we see? The view begins by showing us a parking lot, because it wouldn't be a Jose Monkey video if there wasn't a parking lot, and I noticed a few things. Over here on the left, we can see large vertical nets that gave me the impression that there was probably like a driving range or a golf course nearby. We can see this rather large parking lot here that appears to have signs labeling different areas of the lot.
And as that video continues, Jose Monkey is able to find where that gentleman is located. TikTok and education in Alabama. Governor Kay Ivey of Alabama signed an executive order in December 2023 to ban TikTok on all state government devices. The decision was made due to concerns over national security, particularly the potential for Chinese government influence over the app. The ban also follows similar actions taken by other states and the federal government, citing risks related to data privacy and the possibility of TikTok collecting sensitive personal information from users. Ivey's order aligns with a broader trend of scrutinizing Chinese tech companies and their apps amid growing concerns about digital security. COPA compliance. Underage users. TikTok has been criticized for not adequately ensuring compliance with COPA, as children under 13 may lie about their age to create accounts. Personal data vulnerability. If companies fail to adhere to COPA guidelines, children, underage users' personal information like email, addresses, or phone numbers could be improperly collected or exposed. Legal and ethical concerns. Failure to protect younger users' data could lead to legal consequences for the platform and broader ethical concerns about prioritizing profits over safety. Proper safety precautions and procedures for protecting privacy and age restrictions. Data collection. Educate students and parents. Provide lessons on privacy settings. Account management. Use class accounts with minimal personal information. COPA compliance. Age verification. Avoid using TikTok with students under 13. Student safety agreements. Create agreements that outline how students use the platform. Alternative platforms. Use platforms that are available for students that are under the age of 13. Location tracking. Turn off location services. Instruct students not to share location tags. Use TikTok over secure networks. Content moderation and safety. Protecting students from digital harm. Inappropriate content, cyberbullying, mental health implications, and predatory risk. Inappropriate content. Number one, harmful trends. Students can be exposed to harmful trends and challenges. For example, the Deadly Blackout Challenge, where children were encouraged to hold their breath until they passed out. One 12-year-old died attempting said challenge in Colorado. Number two, misinformation. 1 in 5 videos contain misinformation. Number three, lewd and illicit behavior encouragement. Some students Some videos have encouraged watchers to vandalize school property, start fights, or threaten others, and act in over sexualized manners unsuitable for children of school age. Cyberbullying and predatory risk. Concern. Children and adults harass others about physical appearance. Is there an escape? Unlike regular bullying, which can end when you leave the location, the harassment of cyberbullying has no escape. Kids may not share what's happening with their parents for fear of having their electronics taken or restricted, feeling like a punishment when they have not done anything wrong. Concern. Doxing students in school or faculty and employees. What is doxing? Doxing is a form of cyberbullying that uses sensitive or secret information, statements, or records for the harassment, exposure, financial harm, or other exploitation of targeted individuals. Concern. Intimidation, verbal abuse, blackmail, or trolling. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. The most common places where cyberbullying occurs are social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Concern. Students on TikTok may interact with strangers or encounter malicious accounts. The unexpected. Showcasing talents provides an opportunity for comments and interactions. 42-year-old Alabama man exchanged romantic notes with a 14-year-old girl in Texas, then took a bus to meet her, where he was arrested. TikTok has implemented two features to address bullying: the ability to filter comments and a feature that nudges commenters to reconsider posting inappropriate content. In the classroom, teachers, parents, and students can help combat cyberbullying and predatory risks by setting profiles to private, setting age restrictions, and establishing an open line of communication for reporting questionable online interactions. And these are some precautions. Lack of understanding how it affects its users. Mental health implications. Because TikTok is such a new platform, it is hard to measure the long term effects the app may have on mental health, which could be detrimental in the future. Social media statistics. 41% of teens using social media rating their overall mental health poor. 87 social media time used consuming YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. 60% said that social media users reporting low parental monitoring. Mental health impact. Used appropriately, TikTok one of the most powerful tools we have for scaling information and fighting misinformation regarding mental health. It has been able to bring mental health out of the shadows, providing community. TikTok allows psychiatrists to interact with people grappling with finding a name for their mental health symptoms who don't have access to a physician and want to change their behavior. How can TikTok be integrated into classroom procedures and discussions about digital safety and online behavior? Here's a teacher turning to TikTok for information.
Now on GMA, with the teachers turning to TikTok to inspire students and each other. They're sharing advice and lessons from the classroom. ABC's Will Gans, you've been watching all these videos. Good morning.
For the record, I've been doing more than just watching TikTok videos. I've been booking the guests and doing interviews as well, okay? Some of the teachers I spoke to began sharing lessons on TikTok during the pandemic as an additional resource for students and parents. Now, hundreds of millions of likes later, they're hoping TikTok makes this the smoothest school year ever.
Bye-bye, Blackboard. Today's lesson is on TikTok.
Here's my plan for the first day of school as a high school U.S. history teacher.
More than 5 million videos on the app using #teacher as educators turn TikTok into a second classroom. 6th grade math teacher Deidre Kelly has racked up 1.4 million followers for her mini math lessons.
I definitely got a lot of support from parents saying thank you. I didn't know how to break it down to my child, and you're helping me with this.
Leslie Robinson calls it her teacher tribe.
With somebody who loves me.
Once you feel like you have a community and a tribe, it makes it so much easier to keep going. And so I wanted to create this basically this online platform of laughter and joy for teachers.
Good
guess what, y'all? I'm a teacher, but I'm also a bus driver. Main reason for doing it is I get to drive my kids on field trips, kind of like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
An unintended benefit of Teacher Talk?
This is my 17th year of teaching. I've had to work 4 jobs to keep up. Now, the blessing of having social media, this is my second job.
Teacher Talk, making back to school easier than ever for educators.
You'd be surprised the amount of people who just DM me about their day, and I just respond. Because again, I want to be that virtual teacher bestie or that virtual teacher tribe.
And for students.
I'm already a teacher, but now I'm able to reach a broader audience, a huge audience, and so my community has grown, and it's just more of not just helping my own personal kids or students. Now I'm able to help others.
So there's another teacher on TikTok named Mr. Lindsay who makes videos helping parents and millennial teachers understand Gen Alpha slang. So my question for you guys, do you know what it means if a middle schooler calls you Ohio?
It's bad. I know that.
It's
What does it mean?
a little cringy, a little random, a little
Okay.
off the wall. So
I know
Well, that's not
skibbity.
nice for the folks of
What's
Ohio.
the skibbity
The
thing?
Riz.
That's
skibbity. Riz is good. Riz is
Yeah, yeah,
short
yeah.
for charisma,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
skibbity toilet, yeah, not great.
yeah, I have no idea what my kids are
And
saying.
Sigma.
Sigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning all of these terms.
Wow. See,
But I
you
love
should get
that
on
teachers
TikTok.
are doing this. This is really cool.
And it's incredible too. Yeah. And they're able to sometimes, get sponsored, do ads and stuff like that. And then
Educational relevance and potential distractions. Off-task behavior. Students might be tempted to browse unrelated or distracting content instead of focusing on educational tasks. Professionalism. Teachers using TikTok must maintain a professional boundary, avoiding oversharing personal details or content that may blur the teacher-student relationship. Relevance. TikTok has become relevant in today's world of education. It is a very good innovative learning tool teachers and students use. It can be used for educational content, tips and tricks on ways to do certain types of math, history, and English language arts. It even has a STEM section. Benefits for educators. Number 1, classroom management tips. TikTok's short form creative videos can be a powerful classroom management tool when used thoughtfully. It allows students and teachers to engage, reinforce expectations, celebrate successes, and encourage positive behavior in ways that align with students' interests. By incorporating TikTok into the classroom, educators can foster a dynamic, interactive, and positive learning environment. Number 2, lesson alternative in mini lessons. Teachers can use TikTok to create engaging mini lessons that deliver educational content in short, digestible segments. TikTok's 60-second video limit makes it ideal for breaking down complex concepts into bite-sized pieces, and its interactive, visually dynamic format helps maintain student attention. Number 3, technology platform recommendations. TikTok can be a valuable resource for teachers to discover new technology tools, teaching strategies, and innovative ideas for their classrooms. While it's often seen as a platform for entertainment, TikTok has become a vibrant educational community where teachers, educators, and tech experts share tips, resources, and insights. Community support. TikTok can be an excellent platform for community support among teachers, fostering a sense of collaboration, sharing resources, and providing professional encouragement. It connects educators from around the world, offering a space for teachers to exchange ideas, tips, and emotional support. Best practices if using TikTok in the classroom. Classroom specific accounts. Use a classroom specific account and restrict followers to protect privacy. Creativity and learning tool. Leverage TikTok as a tool for creativity and learning while setting clear boundaries. Digital citizenship. Teach students about digital citizenship, including online safety and respectful behavior. Parental consent. Obtain parental consent before integrating TikTok into the classroom activities. And have open communication. Encourage students to report inappropriate content and discuss it openly. And this is our presentation on digital citizenship with TikTok.